Hello everyone, I'm Katrina and today is Sunday the 25th of September, which means that the band Book-a-thon has begun. Last night I didn't plan on actually staying up past midnight because I was super tired. I had a really long day at work, and even if I had tried, I doubt it would have happened. I did set an alarm to wake up a little earlier this morning so I could read a bit before going to work. But that didn't happen either. I was just dead to the world. So I'm just in the car park outside of work. I'm about to go grab myself a quick breakfast and then start work for the day. I will be finishing around 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock this afternoon, and after that I'm gonna go home and then host some reading sprints on the band Book-a-thon Twitter. I'm very excited. So far today I've listened to a little bit of The Kite Runner by Coletta Saini, and I'm not sure how much I've listened to so far just because I'm not listening to the audiobook on an app. I'm listening to like the CD of it, so it goes track by track, so I'm gonna have to calculate how much I read of it, I guess. So far so good, and I'm really looking forward to continuing. So I finished work. That was a long day. So at the moment I'm just gonna sit in my car for a couple of minutes waiting for my engine to heat up because my car is dying, so it doesn't really go forward. And then on the way home I'm going to buy myself a bottle of wine because today was a long day. My brain's not quite working now because I've finally got a moment to stop and relax and think, so I'm just kind of like bleh. But anyway, yes, I'm gonna go and grab myself a bottle of wine and then go home and do some reading sprints, and it's gonna be fun. Yes, it will be. I'm actually really looking forward to just sitting down and reading. Oh my gosh, I just tomorrow I have a full day off, and most of tomorrow I will be doing more reading sprints, I believe, and then yeah, so just the next like 24 hours is just gonna be full on reading, and I'm looking forward to it. Hello people, it is almost the end of day one. It's like 11:30 p.m. and so far today I've read 194 pages of The Color Purple, and I'm really liking it so far. I haven't listened to any more of the audiobook except for probably like 10 minutes when I was coming home, that type of thing, so not really a huge amount. But yeah, just thought I'd give you a quick update. I think today has been pretty successful, especially since I worked for a good chunk of today. I've read almost 3/4 of The Color Purple, so I've just got a little bit of that left. I'm just gonna keep reading until I kind of fall asleep tonight. Who knows, I might finish it, but unlikely. So it is day 2 of the band Book-a-thon, and I finished my first book for the readathon. I read this a lot faster than I anticipated, and I ended up really enjoying this one. I'll go into a little more detail when I actually talk about the book in my monthly wrap-up. Very glad to have started out with this book for the readathon. I think I might keep a hold of this book if I'm able to renew my loan of it from the library, so I can read The Temple of My Familiar later in the week if I do have time. That went really well. So far today I've only listened to another like 10 or so minutes of The Kite Runner. I'm going to multitask now and play some No Man's Sky whilst listening to The Kite Runner, and then I've got a little bit of work to do. I've been doing some sporadic sprints throughout the day as well, so yeah, not really much else planned for today, just kind of chilling, and then Alex isn't getting home until like, gosh, for another 6 hours. It's like 11 p.m. I think, and so far today I've listened to like well, at the moment I'm about halfway through The Kite Runner, and I haven't read any more physical books just yet. I ended up playing No Man's Sky for a bit longer than I intended, but that's okay because like while I was playing it I was listening most of the time. But now I'm just really tired, so I'm gonna go to bed because I have to get up early-ish tomorrow morning for my internship. I've been like half dozing off for like the past like 20-30 minutes. So I thought I'd just quickly update you before I really do fall asleep. I think the next physical book I'm gonna read is To Kill a Mockingbird. It was over there and now I don't know where it is, so I'll have to find it. So it is now day 3 of the band Book-a-thon, and so far I've listened to a little more of The Kite Runner on my way to the train station today, and I have read a tiny bit of To Kill a Mockingbird, only like 20 or so pages I think. I read a little bit before actually going, no sorry, 10 pages. I didn't read very much at all. I picked up the book just before going to bed last night. I kind of fell asleep a little bit, then woke up again and then couldn't fall back asleep. So I read for a little bit, and yeah, so I'm going to read a little bit more of To Kill a Mockingbird today. I'll have plenty of time today also listening to The Kite Runner just with my commute to the internship. I should get a good chunk of it done. The audiobook is split into 5 discs and I'm almost at the end of the 3rd disc. I'm listening to it a lot faster than I expected, so I'm going to have to try and find another audiobook to listen to, I think. I just received my Audible credit for the month yesterday, so I'm trying to decide which one to pick up next. I'm going to get a move on, go and get myself a little bit of breakfast before heading onto the train. Oh, I think I haven't really mentioned anything else about the internship in this video, nor in general, I don't think. There's another video that I did film which I mentioned it a little bit, but I haven't put that up and I'm not sure if I'm going to. I've been doing that a lot recently. The few times that I do get to film, I'm not always in the mood, so if I force myself, I'm not happy with the video, so I don't end up putting up the video. But basically, a month ago, I started an internship with an Australian publishing house. So I help out with some of the marketing stuff as well as reading submissions. So basically, the publishing house actually accepts unsolicited manuscripts. You don't have to have an agent to submit to them. So I'm reading some of those submissions, which is really cool. If only I could include those as part of my progress with this, but I don't think I really can, because even if I decided to do that, none of them have been published, let alone challenged or banned. So that's basically that. Really enjoying it so far. Yeah, I think that's about all I need to update at the moment. I will probably catch you guys after the internship today. Hello. So it's actually now day 4 of the readathon. I always get a little bit confused when they start on Sunday instead of Monday. And I apologize, I did mean to do another update last night, but I never got around to doing it. I've listened to a fair amount of The Kite Runner as of now. I've only got 2 tracks left, so I think there's only about 10 minutes of it. And I haven't yet used my Audible credit, but they did have like a special going on. So there was, I think, over 100 audiobooks going for $4.95 each, so I took advantage of that and got a couple of audiobooks. I'm probably just going to listen to one of those after I finish this, because I'm still not sure which audiobook that I want to listen to contribute to the readathon. I've also read a little more of To Kill a Mockingbird. I'm 60 pages in at the moment. I did host some reading sprints last night, but I was kind of multitasking, so I wasn't doing a huge amount of reading. I was expecting to read a little bit more of To Kill a Mockingbird last night, but yeah, I had some other errands and other things I needed to get done. That's what's up. I'm just about to go ahead and find myself some breakfast again and then go into my internship for today. Just a super quick update at the moment because I'm about to run in to work. I'm working for my mum just for a couple of hours today before running a few errands, before going home to film some videos and read, of course. I've read a little bit more of To Kill a Mockingbird. I got home last night and was planning on doing a fair bit of reading, but I ended up falling asleep after like the second sprint that I did. So that didn't really work out too well. And then Alex got home pretty late last night after he finished work. So he came home and I woke up and I couldn't get back to sleep. So instead of reading, I watched some Scrubs, because Scrubs is great. I mean, if I had tried reading a book, I probably would have fallen asleep a lot quicker. But alas. But yeah, that's basically all at the moment. I have been listening to an audiobook so far, and it's called The Tao of Pooh, which is pretty interesting. It's got just kind of explaining Taoism through poo and vice versa. Yeah, it's just a random like short audiobook. It's only like a couple of hours long. So that's about it so far. After work, I will be going to pick up another book from the library. I've decided to pick up George by Alex Gino, which is another banned book. And I believe that it's about a transgender child. Cassie from Miss Sassy Cassie has been reading it and saying like her heart is breaking and really enjoying it. So I'm really looking forward to picking it up. She said it's quite a short read as well, which I think is going to be really good. So I'm going to pick that up from the library and then I'll continue with To Kill a Mockingbird tonight. So it is actually now about 7:30 p.m. and I got a little more of To Kill a Mockingbird done. So it's a little bit slow reading obviously because just the small text and stuff like that. I participated in one sprint that Cassie was hosting earlier, and then I decided it was about time to actually finish the Banned Books Week like censorship video I've been meaning to do for a little while. I originally wanted to post it the week before Banned Books Week, but I hadn't even gotten my TBR out, which I'd planned to do like the week before that. I've literally had no time to film. So I finished getting my thoughts together on that one. Then I filmed it, and I also filmed my book haul for September, and then I just went and got stuff to make dinner for later tonight. But now I am ready to relax, read some more of To Kill a Mockingbird. Oh, and I did pick up George from the library, so I've picked it up. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a quick read because it's just shy of 200 pages, but if you look at the spacing and the font, yeah, there's not quite as many words on the page, so that's definitely going to be a quick read, I think. Hello, it is the second last day of the readathon. No, yes it is. And today I have read all of George by Alex Gino, and I really enjoyed this one. It like made me cry tears of sadness and joy as well, and it was just such a wonderful book. I really did enjoy it. I'm so glad that I ended up getting this one from the library and reading that. Aside from that, I still have the last half of To Kill a Mockingbird to go, so when I get home from work tonight, I'm probably going to read some more of that. Then tomorrow I have a couple of errands that I need to run before I go to work tomorrow night as well. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to get around to finishing To Kill a Mockingbird. Anyway, I have to finish getting ready for work now. It is now Sunday, so the band book-a-thon has finished for me here in Australia, which is really sad. I was hoping to film a bit of an update yesterday, but I had a lot of chores and errands to run and it took a little longer than expected, so then I had to rush off to work, and work finished later than I anticipated. Then I came home and just got some reading done, and it was quite late and Alex was asleep, so I didn't want to disturb him by vlogging. Basically, I'll just kind of wrap up how I went. So basically last night I did read a little bit more of To Kill a Mockingbird and I ended up finishing 230 pages, so a little more than halfway. Relatively happy with my progress. I definitely could have read more if I didn't procrastinate a little bit at some points. Honestly, I couldn't expect anything else from myself. Outside of that, I also read all of The Colour Purple by Alice Walker. I read all of George by Alex Gino, and I listened to the audiobook of The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini. So I read 3.5 books this week, which I'm really happy about. I'm so glad as well that the banned books week fell in my mid-semester break, so that was very lucky. So I was actually able to get some reading done during the week. At the moment, the banned book-a-thon is still happening in some places around the world. There's some sprints still going on the banned book-a-thon Twitter. So I want to say a huge thank you to the hosts who have been helping out throughout this week, running sprints on the Twitter and talking to people. I want to thank everybody as well for participating in the banned book-a-thon, sharing all of your TBRs and all of your photos on the books that you've been reading on Twitter and Instagram, and chatting with me and commenting on the videos. And it's been a lot of fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed it and had a really wonderful time reading some books that have been banned. Earlier this week I did film a censorship video, which I was planning on having up by now, but honestly I'm not happy with the video. I've been kind of in a weird vlogging slump recently, so I'm just, yeah, there's like 6 videos that I have filmed and I've just not been happy with, so I haven't put any of them up, which really sucks because I don't have time to refilm and film lots of videos, so it's been weird. But anyway, I'm going to wrap up now because I've got to go to work for today. I guess I'll see you soon in another video. It was a great week, so yeah, I guess I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching and have a good one. Bye!